Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch as Floyd Mason. We will win. Look at that. 2-1 right now. Just killing it. Just absolutely killing it. Yeah, let us see what is next. Metroid, a classic. This is a game that I've never beat. I didn't own it, so I didn't play it as much as some other games. But I tried to beat it a couple years ago, and I made like a huge map and everything. I couldn't do it. It's a hard game. Really good game, really hard. And I think I put a pretty difficult challenge on this one for the fun of it. So I have 3 minutes to get an energy tank, which that's not gonna be easy. Hopefully I remember where it is. I kind of know where the first one is, so we will see. Anyone in here played Metroid before? Big Metroid fan? I recently beat the Metroid Other M, maybe like end of last year. It was not bad. The story was a little sexist, wherein like you come to help on this thing and your boyfriend or some guy you liked who's like the commander in the army or forces you were in. That's okay. You know, if you played it or not, like I would say this one's super hard. I've always wanted to get the Super Nintendo one because it's kind of the same style but a lot easier to follow, and it has a map. This one doesn't. Do I? Actually, give me 1 sec. If I can see it lying around here. I don't see my list of games finder, but I do have like a map that I drew out to try and beat this game. But I'm not entirely sure where my thing is right now. I'm supposed to picture it on Instagram at some point. I think Super Metroid is included in the Switch on stuff. Is it? I might have to check it out then. Well, is it on? Because I also have all the SNES classics, so it should be on there, right? I would think. Yeah, I beat Other M. It wasn't too bad, but again, it was kind of like you had like a guy telling you when you could use your weapons. Like he had to allow you instead of her finding them. So it's kind of like, yeah, maybe not, but it was still a good game. I think it's on both, but I'm not 100% sure. It's on there, great. That might be a game that I play soon. Because I was doing Link to the Past. I beat Castlevania 4 on it at the end of last year, because I'd never played that either. And that was really fun. Castlevania 4 was awesome. But yeah, let's get going. So we have 3 minutes. Get the timer going. As soon as Samus spawns. This is a game I'd really, really love to beat at some point. It's so hard. The big problem is once you get down to the later level parts, if you die, you still spawn down there, but you spawn not with full energy tanks. So the enemies were just like, once I died once going down there, I'd literally have to leave, go find health, and then go back because they were so strong, they were tearing me apart. I'm trying to fix you guys. We got places to be. Nice. Go. So I believe for the first energy tank, I'm pretty sure I always go up. So let's go with that. Basically, I think my strategy is to go up and to the right is where I always find the first one. So I think down is kind of where, like the later part where I always die. So I think I'm gonna go avoid that. But I could be wrong. It's been a while since I played it. I don't have my map. This game just, like, it looks cool. It's got great music, cool enemies. I think Samus honestly would have been like one of the biggest games ever if it wasn't so hard, because it is hard. Oof, okay. Oh man, we're running out of time already. I think it's through here. Oh, no, don't fall. Don't you, oh no. No. I'm almost dead. Ooh. Game over. Well, I don't think I'm gonna get back there. But, I mean, it's a short challenge, so let's see if I can get there. Do I have my ball still? Okay. That is one thing that makes it hard about this game, again, is you respawn when you die, so you could be, like, somewhere deep and, like, just forget where you are. I said a hard one on this one. Again, my list originally was kind of, like, was pretty even between difficulties, so last time, man, I failed a lot of easy ones, but this one I actually did in practice. So, oops. Okay, so again, we gotta go up. There could be one, like, right down there that I just don't know about, but I'm pretty sure I always go up, because it's easier later to fall. So I hated, like, when I played this as a kid, if I ever went down and, like, the door was locked and I'd have to climb back up, it was very annoying to me. So I'd always go up first. Because then if I was annoyed and I was like, oh, I went the wrong way, at least I could just jump down. And then I was, like, less annoyed. Give me some life, guys. Give me some life. It's not fair. Doing some pretty good climbing, though. Pretty good. I think it's honestly through, like, this door and then the next door. And then you just have to go over, like, a little bit, and it's just sitting there. Yeah, yep. It's in here. Please don't kill me. You can follow this up below. I don't think it hurts you. Ooh, big jump. Big jumping. Where is it? I could have sworn it was... Here, is it this far? Maybe I took a wrong turn. These rooms are just looking the same. I'm gonna die. Oh, no. There it is. Boom. Whew. Alright, so I would have made it in 3 if I hadn't died. Super Metroid is really good, but there's some warts. I'd recommend Metroid Fusion as first play of the 2D series. Okay, yeah, that's good to know. I might check that one out as well. Yeah, I never owned a Super Nintendo or a Sega as a kid, so my experience with them is much more limited than the NES or the N64. So we owned an NES, quite a few games. You know, we'd rent a game like every second weekend or something. You know, me and my brother would be allowed to pick one out, play it for a couple hours. So I played a lot of the games, but then we sold it for a 64. And again, just kind of skipped Sega Super Nintendo. But this one is a shot. So, got my nice shot glass ready. Ooh. Get 2 more prepped up, but we're still 2 for 2. And Metroid was a hard one, and Double Dragon was also a harder one for sure. Actually, RBI I think I had pretty high too, just because I tried it on. I tried and couldn't do it before. But we'll have those 2 prepped. Save me some time later. Yeah, Metroid. I don't think like I'm not gonna put it on my first list of like games that I want to play through fully, but it could be one that I put on eventually. Because again, I think it would be a lot of fun to play through. And it's a fun game. Like it's a really good game. It's just hard, which is fine. Challenges. It's a fair challenge. It's a good challenge, but it's not one that will be easy for me to finish, unlike some of the other ones on my list. Okay, let's switch over to the wheel. Boom. I'm doing pretty good, but about an hour in, got 4 games done. So it's not too bad. Again, some of the games will be super quick. Double Dragon was one of the longer ones, so it was expected to take up some time. And there's 2 zeros on here. Little Nemo. Excellent. This is a really cool game. Oh, the counter, you're right. So I have failed twice. That's about as good as my counter gets. I tried to Google and find better ones, and they're all trash, and like there was none like just like an online like thing I could download. All the ones I could find were like Google apps, which is weird. But I don't know if Jay is in the chat right now. But he said he would try to build me something like the wheel and the counter, so that they're kind of together and a little better. But he didn't. There's no time right now. But again, I'm planning on continuing to do this. Maybe do Sega, maybe do Super Nintendo. Probably less games, kind of deal. More of a challenge. This is a bit hit my ass. But this is something that I'd like to continue doing because I think it'd be fun. And there's a ton of Sega and Super Nintendo games that would still work. The problem with Super Nintendo is most games I actually played were RPGs, which don't really work the same way. But let's go into Little Samson. So this is based loosely, I think it was a comic, or this is not Little Samson, Little Nemo. Both good games. So I think this is based off an original like manga or comic. I can't remember which one it actually was. And then it had a show made about it. But it's basically about this boy who kind of goes into a dream world. And you can feed candy to creatures and befriend them and kind of like ride them or kind of work with them. So the point of every level is you have to find 6 keys to get through a door. And I actually beat this game for the first time this year, I think. This was one that my babysitter owned when we were growing up. So I used to play it a lot, but there's no saves. So every time we went over there, we'd start from the first level again and didn't have time to practice, right? Like you can keep continuing if you die, but it doesn't save if you turn it off. So my challenge in this one is beat first level with no deaths. And that shouldn't be too bad. I have it as a 3, so this should be a decent one. Here we go. Off to bed. So is this cool, dude? Hey, little boy, what are you doing here? This place is too dangerous for little boys. But if you've got your mindset of staying here, I should tell you something. He's like, hey, it's dangerous, but whatever. You do you, kid. Press select this. Also, many doors are locked, so you need to collect a different key for each lock in order to get through. Oh, it is. It's funny. So again, candy is kind of my weapon. You have unlimited candy, so you don't have to worry about it. I don't think it kills guys yet, just stuns them. So here's our first guy. One thing to be careful of is if you touch these guys before they're ready. So you can see now he's dreaming. You just put me in his mouth. I'm good to go. Now I can jump high. These keys. So weird little game. Really fun. I don't know if it looks fun, but let me tell you, it is fun. There's a train level later on, which is super hard to do. You worried about me being in his mouth? No? What do you mean, what's happening? I'm in a gargoyle, and collecting keys in a mushroom forest dream world. I don't see what's hard to understand about that. You know? And okay, so here's here's a mole. So get out of him. Feed this mole. No, I was not wearing him as a suit. He was keeping me safe inside his mouth. It's very different. See? Well, alright, I'll give you that it looks like I'm kind of wearing this too. Get up there, get a light, sneak up here quick. Oh, I can't jump. Messed up. What are you talking about? I'm friends with the animals. I feed them candy, and they let me borrow their powers so that I can collect keys. It honestly could not be simpler. I don't know what the struggle is. This one makes a little more sense. See, like, look, I'm just random. My good buddy Lizard. Nothing wrong here. I think you can jump on enemies, but I don't really want to. No. Nope, you can't. I'm telling you, this game is a lot of fun. I mean, I'm dying for this. Way up here. There's got to be some life. Oh. Ah! I died. I failed. This should have been an easy one. Should have been an easy one. Oh, we'll still finish up the one like this. I already have 4 keys, and there's one there. Ouch. Oh, there's a key there, too. Alright, missed that one. Okay, so I can jump on enemies. I don't know what's going on. Go. So leave one more key. Easy as pie. Go. Possible to jump over him, so we'll skip the one. The last key I'm pretty sure is up there, so we'll find our way up. Oh, we got the lizard if we need him. That's good. Oh, I think I can make that with this frog. This game is perfectly fine, and I won't have anything bad said about it. A+ game, one of the best games of all time. Great music, great fun, great animals. Level 2, you get to ride on a gorilla, that's pretty fun. Here we go. First level done. There's only like 7 worlds or something like that, so it is a hard game, but not crazy hard. The hard part is there is a train level. That's pretty tough later on, right? I knew you would. I knew you would love this one. Let's take a look at level 2. Like Flower Garden, come on. Yeah, they're all dreams, right? You're in dream worlds. Here's my new buddy. He's like, wow, how'd you get the Flower Garden? This is the magic Flower Garden. My friend Oompy, he lives under the water. Thank you. Thank you, kind friend. I think the gorilla is right away. So let's, yeah, so we can go down here. He gave me a hint, you know, he's under the water. That makes sense, how that water ends. And now I found Oompy. Look at this. Anyway, you're going to need the lizard's help to get through this next area. Look in the trees for him. Thank you, Oompy. Look at that, Nemo's making friends. Now it'll probably warp me up above, because that's how dreams work. There we go, look at that. That makes sense. And there's my gorilla. There he is. Look at this cool guy. Still sleepy. Just ride him. Punch things. Boom. Yeah, really fun game. It is hard. Especially the later levels, because, like, again, there's 6 keys in every world you have to find, and the worlds get very confusing. And it's hard to avoid damage. It's basically the biggest problem. Yeah, so that's a loss. I will take my shot. I'm also going to quickly throw on the game. Awesome. All right. So that's 3 losses. I thought you were going to just do sips tonight. I will very shortly. But I want to start with like a couple tricks. Because again, I have less challenges, so I should be able to get through them. Let's say when I get to 10 clicker counters, I'll go down to just 6. If I get to 10, I'm hoping not to. Feel good about myself, trust myself. But let's see what is next. So let's go back to the spinner. Whew. Some good ones on here. Some good games. Not this one. This is a. I think I had this one as an 8, but I forget how to play it again, so it's definitely going to be a 10. So this is a weird one that my grandparents owned. For whatever reason, they had this game. And it is a skateboarding and surfing game. Made by LJN. Best game makers of all time. And the surfing's the skateboarding is actually quite fun. The surfing is so hard and so hard to understand that I don't know. Okay, but let's do a wooden. We'll do a wooden water rage. So basically for this one, I have to beat 1 level of skateboard and then 1 level of water. And I do half shot for each. So I should be able to beat the skateboard. It should be a halfer. I will be... So I'm going to be the first guys because then I get Cool Cat. Cool Cat's pretty cool. Right, so, I can't remember quite how to play. Okay, let's jump. So B is speed up. Yeah, you hold back to jump your board. That's it. Okay. So you can actually do like moves and stuff, but I don't really remember how. Whoop. That's fine. Okay, you gotta hold back first to grab your board and then jump. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oof. Look at this. Again, the skateboarding part is really fun. Ooh. Oh no, into a hole. Okay. Didn't lose much life. We're still good. We're still good. Good jump. Big jump. Ooh. Ooh. It's getting close. Running out of time. Alright, there we go. So I beat skateboarding. That's good. Now surfing. So surfing doesn't make much sense. You kind of have to like dip down and... Okay. So you kind of just have to get over the right, but you have to dip down and then do big like dips up. Oh boy, oh no. Oh. In order to... So you can kind of... Oh, no. So you can't go too far down. Ah. So you kind of got to like go down and then use that to rock yourself forward and up. Whoop. But it's so easy to just go backwards. Man. There's like videos out on how to like play this game. This part is just so confusing and almost impossible. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, ah. No, it's tuxedo. It's tuxedo cat. Tuxedo cat. That's a thing. That's a real thing. So this game's really fun if you only play the skateboarding part. Um, really good time. I really enjoy it. Couldn't recommend it enough. It's challenging. The jumps, like avoiding them. And again, you can play just, if I go back in here, so you can do just the street skate, which, again, you don't have to do the big wave stuff. But once you get a feel for the wave, like, it makes sense, but it's such a counterintuitive way to think. Like, the way they programmed it does not make sense. It is a tuxedo, so you thought right. It's a tuxedo cat. It's his name. I'm pretty sure it's his name in the manual. So, yep, I'll take a half one for failing. And we'll add to the counter as a loss. Boop. Okay. A little bummer. A little bummer about that one. Would have hoped for not a definite loss on the back of my other loss, but we got some easy ones in here still. Some real easy ones. Ooh, some Felix. So anyone who doesn't watch me regularly, I speedrun Felix the Cat for NES. And just this week, I moved my personal best up to 10th overall on the leaderboards. So that was pretty cool. I was trying to go. Let's just get open. I need my actual split. So we'll move this up for now. Shoot. So you can see my best now is 25.53. Technically 52, because it always takes me a second to stop the timer, so officially on the leaderboards I'm at 52. But I was trying to go sub 27, and I had an amazing run, and I went sub 26. My challenge in this one is pretty simple. I have to beat my PB for World 1. So 2 minutes and 23 seconds. So, I mean, pretty easy. I mean, we could probably do World 1 and 2, eh? It's only 5 minutes. I don't want to do too much more than that. You can watch my speedrunning videos if you like, but it's pretty fair. I will be working on more routing on this game. And again, I'm looking at a couple games that are similar to this, 2 which we will be playing later, or no, 1 we already played. 1 we will be playing later tonight. But I like the games where it's just kind of like, side-scrolling, and you kind of just have to memorize and practice your movements. There's not really glitches. There's not really super challenging, like moves where it's like, oh, you get it 1 every 30 times or something like that. It's you can practice it and you run it, and you can just work on your movements and your routing. But yeah, let's give it a go. So I have to beat the first 2 worlds in under. I'll give myself 5 minutes. We'll give ourselves a 2-second buffer. But I don't have to go for the plane, so that'll save me some time, and I can get hit on the second boss to save myself some time as well. So we should be alright. But again, right, like a lot of times I run this and you take like a bad death. So 1 bad death and I'm probably screwed. So let's hope luck is with me on this one. So I'm well practiced, but a little buzzed. Oh, that's such a good jump. That one sometimes gets me. Okay, a little slip there, not too bad. Oh, can you not? Oh, okay. Okay, give me a sec. We'll restart. Sorry about that. I didn't think that it was at the bottom. That's right. Let me put the timer up. There we go. Right. I put it up at the top so you guys could see the you could see the times for the World 1 and 2. But yeah, I didn't think I was just looking at my side screen and I could see it. But let's restart. I mean, it was going pretty well. I think I had it, but so if this time I don't get it, then it is what it is. I had it. But let's go again. All right. Again, I can do a couple little tricks that I don't do in my run to help me in these worlds that would cost me time later. So I kind of have a little buffer. Oh, another really good jump there. Sometimes that jump just, I have it down, but sometimes I miss it. Just flawless, flawless, so good, perfect. Ooh. See, you can take a hit there, get yourself to 9, and then I don't have the hearts. I can get my sparkle back right away, which is something I've been practicing to do. Going forward, because to get on the top times, I need to not have my powers and levels. So I just have to get way better routing and getting 9s. Okay, good, big jump there. That's when I learned off Darth. That jump is huge. It is something I have to look up as well. Whoops. Because I keep getting a power up from the head there, but I'm looking into a run where it's low percentage. So basically with low percentage, you can't get any milk, any power-ups, or the help thing in World 8. So I need to look into... Ooh, I'm a little behind time. I wasn't paying attention. Cost myself some time there. I have to make up 10 seconds in World 2. But again, I can do this first level faster. I don't care. Don't care about it. Gets me on my parasail. Not bother at that point. I don't actually know if this is any faster, but... Alright, we got minute 40 left to beat 2 worlds. Should be fine. These pyramid ones are pretty easy. I mean, you know, you always have the deaths you don't see coming, but... Oh no, I missed my hop. Patented hop I have. Only a little time loss. Whew. Really gotta push through this last dude. I think I'm in trouble. again, unfortunately, when I set this challenge, I didn't have the time I have now. So it's a much better time than I had 2 weeks ago. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Couldn't do it. Lost all that time in World 1. So, no record, unfortunately. But if you want to see my records, they are on YouTube. They are also highlighted on my Twitch, so you can see them. Thought I could do it. I was real sure. No. You are absolutely right. If you can't see the timer, then how fun is that? Let's put the timer back. Whoop. Sustain. There we go. Timer back. I think if I'd done this 2 weeks ago, my time was like 30 seconds slower on those first levels, so it would have been easier. But, you know, it is what it is. So we'll add one to the counter. Okay, Felix. Ugh. So right now we are, I've done 2 of 6. So again, eased away, but I mean, again, Felix was an 8. Home Alone was a 7. Little Nemo was a 3. That's a bad death. I should have had that one. And Metroid was a 5. Again, another bad death. But we got a couple 3s, some 0s, a couple 1s. So not too worried. We're gonna have a streak of real good games real soon. I just feel it. Feel it coming. Thanks for watching. Please click to check out my other videos, like and subscribe, and come by Twitch under Floyd Mason to join my live streams.